Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I did a deliberate video on this platform. In that video, I explained 5 factors which are going to determine the outcome of the general election. And one of the factors I explained was the voter turnout. The truth of the matter is that in case William Ruto is going to lose this election, it's because the mountain has actually betrayed him. By the time of doing this video, which is around 2 p.m., IBC had already explained to Kenyans that by midday, 6 million people had already voted. Actually, 6.5 million people had already voted. That translates to around 33.66%. It's only 5 hours from that time to the close of the voting day. I'm not sure whether the turnout is going to reach even 70%. That's the national turnout. But the turnout in central Kenya is shocking. William Ruto had banked on the support of the mountain to win the presidency. And for those who've been following this channel very closely, I've always maintained that for President Uhuru Kenyatta, he only needed to suppress the voter turnout in the mountain to hand over the presidency to Raila Odinga. By this time, we still don't know whether Raila Odinga is going to win or not. But generally, the turnout in the country is low, but not as low as the mountain. In the last election, there was this movement which they were calling Komera Komera. We are not witnessing Komera Komera in the mountain. We are not witnessing fleets of buses ferrying supporters from Murang'a who registered in Nairobi to go and vote. We are not seeing buses ferrying people from Nairobi to various parts of the mountain to go and vote. We are not witnessing border guys ferrying the sick, ferrying everybody to go and vote. For the first time, we are not seeing young people on the line in the mountain. What is happening? The mountain is the cornerstone of William Ruto's bid. Without Mount Kenya, William Ruto's bid for the presidency is as good as dead. William Ruto required the highest turnout of the mountain for him to win the presidency. I don't know how this election is going to turn out. We have a few hours to the election, but for me, I can conclude that even if William Ruto is going to win, the mountain has already betrayed him. So in this video, I want us to look at why the mountain is betraying William Samoei Arap Ruto. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. I've already voted, by the way. And as you can see, I woke up very early with this freebie movement just to wake up people around me. And just shortly, I'm going out there to relay for you because I'm coming live if the technical issues I'm experiencing will be sorted out by some technician here. Now, let us get back to the main issue. And I want to play for you this short clip of Faith Mutembei, one of Baba's foot soldiers from the mountain. She's been traversing the mountain just to relay to us what's actually happening there.
Hi guys, so most of you are doubting the turnout in Mount Kenya. I woke up, I started driving very early in the morning. Nilianza asubuhi. Nilianza, in fact sikulala. Nilioga tu nikatoka. I have done like 6 counties since morning in the mountain, and the situation on the ground is not any better. So, ukiangalia nyuma yangu, ndio ndio vote. Mimi nisha vote, as you can see. Nisha vote. Nimemaliza, and Those are the figures, those are the numbers. And in fact, there was just one stream. Hakuna, there are no people. So let's see. So Team Blue, go vote. The Mountain wamekataa kumira, they are still asleep. I have been to Kiambu, Muranga, Kirinyaga, Nyeri, Kirinyaga, Embu, Tharaka Nithi. Now, after this, I'm going to Meru. I want to see the situation on the ground, but you can be sure there's complete apathy. And then the weather is bad, it's cold, it's chilly. Saa tu ndio kumeanza kutokea mawingu kidogo. One thing I have noticed is that the KMs is quite fast, so you're not taking a time there, ni haraka haraka. In fact, in like 2 minutes I was done. 3 minutes I was done. But hata hivyo hatukuwa wengi, we were less than 15. Sahi, I'm not even sure we are 10. Can you see right behind me? Hiyo ndio line ya kwetu. My mom is inside there. Nimemleta sahi. Nimemleta sahi. She's there. I think you can see her. Hapo karibu na mlango. Huko. Nimevote kwangu nikamleta, but situations it's bad, yani it's the turnout is bad. This is our election to lose. There are no people. You can trust me. Nilifika mapema nikaanza kwenda polling stations to polling station, especially in Tharaka Nithi County. Most of them were late kufungua. Kwa yangu Kangoro Primary nilifika, no ballot boxes, no officials, no people, no voters. In fact, let's say no voters. So yeah, that's how things are. It's going to be interesting to see what the numbers are going to be, because as things stand, if this is what Doyen is counting on, hakuna hope. You know, I don't even know what to say. I am very shocked. I am very.
Now, the biggest question, why is the turnout in the mountain low? That is the only question. For me, the turnout in the mountain is low because of the following reasons. Number one, there is no Mount Kenya presidential candidate in the ticket. You know, previously they had Uhuru Kenyatta and they had Kibaki. When Raila Odinga competed against Kibaki, the turnout was high because the mountain wanted the leadership or the presidency to remain in Mount Kenya. So they turned up in large numbers to secure the presidency. Nobody was left behind. When Uhuru Kenyatta was contesting, they turned out in large numbers in 2013 to save Uhuru Kenyatta from the jaws of ICC. Again, when Uhuru Kenyatta was contesting again in 2017, they wanted to protect the presidency from leaving the mountain. In this year's election, clearly there is no serious presidential candidate from the mountain. So nothing is really motivating them to go outside there. Because for them, Raila Odinga is from Nyanza, William Ruto is from Rift Valley. So there's nothing. So there's nothing which is really motivating them. And that's why William Ruto is going to cry shortly. Let's face the reality. There are some polling stations in the mountain. One was in Ruiru, where by 9 a.m. nobody had cast their vote. And if you listened to Faith Mutembei closely, she's suggesting that majority of the people who were online were actually the elderly. It's a known fact that in the mountain, the elderly are going to support President Uhuru Kenyatta. So don't be surprised if Raila Odinga's figures might actually surpass William Ruto's figures in the mountain. I'm just saying it might. Because we're not seeing young people voting on the line. We're not seeing slay queens. We used to see in rallies. Because there is no Mount Kenya presidential candidate. So those who are working in Nairobi are not seeing the need of them leaving their workspace or their station to go and vote in Murang'a without being facilitated. Number one. Number two is politics of money. William Ruto introduced politics of money in the mountain. And because he introduced politics of money in the mountain, he's the first casualty of that kind of politics. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto's rallies used to be full. Why? Because he would entice people with money to go and attend those rallies. I'm not so sure whether he had a clear plan on ensuring that on this particular day, money was going to exchange hands. The truth of the matter is that it's also against the law for somebody to facilitate voters at this particular time. So these guys are now used to politics of money. You pay me so that I attend your rally. Then if you don't pay me, why do you expect me to go and vote for you? So I think politics of money is also affecting the turnout in the mountain. Number three is President Uhuru Kenyatta's factor. You know, I've always stated on this platform that Uhuru Kenyatta was voted for by the people of the mountain to the last man in the last two elections 3 times. As much as Uhuru Kenyatta might be unpopular, he still remains Uhuru Kenyatta. He still remains one of their own. So there are those people who would want to vote for Ruto, but they would not want to vote against Uhuru Kenyatta. They can't vote for Raila. These people are Uhuru Kenyatta supporters. They can't vote for Raila Odinga. They're willing to vote for Ruto. But voting for Ruto for them would mean betraying Uhuru Kenyatta. And they don't want to betray Uhuru Kenyatta. So what do? Just chill at home. Watch everything happening from home. So those who saw Uhuru Kenyatta as a non-factor in this election are going to be surprised. I don't know, because Kenyans are also used to last minute. The people of the mountain might wake up, do whatever they were doing, because I was reading somewhere that they were even just continuing with their business as usual, which is unusual of them. The mountain are always known to be people who wake up very early. The vuvuzela will be blowing all over, mobilizing. That's not happening. So Uhuru Kenyatta factor is real. William Ruto is going to learn it the hard way. Number 4, I think there was lack of mobilization strategy, especially from Tanga. Maybe they assume that people will just vote. Again, how do we mobilize people to vote on election day? It's not possible. You used to pay these guys to attend rallies. You are not explaining to them how you are different. So I think there was no clear mobilization strategy from both sides. And that's why we are witnessing low turnout. But the low turnout is affecting William Ruto more than Raila Odinga. I'm sure majority of the mountain who converted from Tanga to Azimio, most of those people will be going to vote just to prove a point. The 5th reason why we are witnessing low turnout in the mountain is the young voters. William Ruto's strategy was to war or to win the hearts of the young voters. Unknown to him, most of these young voters don't turn up to vote in most cases. So he ought to have organized a strategy on how they were going to be mobilized. You know, even here in Kisumu, I voted. The young people were very active yesterday. As at now, on the line, most of people were not really young people. Then you ask yourself whether the youth are the majority in this country. So the truth of the matter is that young people William Ruto relied on are going to disappoint him badly. And lastly, is William Ruto's waning popularity in the mountain. William Ruto was very popular in the mountain, just like Raila Odinga was at one point. When he began his war with Uhuru Kenyatta, some people started supporting Uhuru Kenyatta. When he appointed Rigathi Gachagua as the running mate, some people left. So his popularity is today not where it used to be. So if his popularity was at 80%, that popularity has now reduced to maybe 70%. Definitely will lead to low turnout. Thank you guys. Please remain peaceful. Wait for IBC to announce the results. There are several instances and cases which are being witnessed across the country. Gamesgate is not working. And I'm reading that majority of Azimio supporters are complaining that the returning officers, especially I'm receiving a lot of reports from Nyakach that the returning officer who is a Kalenjin is not cooperating. He doesn't want people to use manual where their details are not found. But hopefully all the issues will be addressed and people will be allowed to vote. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.